The whole world is on fire lately. So many things are happening everywhere in the world. If you look at the news, it's chaos. It's a mess. Everything seems to go wrong. A lot of injustice, a lot of things that we don't like to see. A lot of things that show the worst of humanity are happening. And I'm gonna bring my perspective on that topic here today because I was actually attending Tony Robbins' Time to Rise Summit, and he was talking about this external and internal focus, and I think it's so important to talk about this more and more. Let me be clear, this is coming from someone I was born and raised in Argentina. I think I could say I was lucky enough that my great grandparents were from Spain. So 9 years ago, I went to Spain to get my citizenship, and after 2 years, I got it. And now I have a dual citizenship, and I have the ability to travel around and to stay in, I would say, most countries in the world with those two passports. But nonetheless, I come from South America, from a place where, it's not an easy place to be. Let's put it that way. And I've been traveling around for the last couple of years, and honestly, I don't watch the news. I decided a couple of years ago to stop watching the news altogether. Basically, when I started knowing and learning more about the brain, about how the mind works, and about how our brain is influenced by the things we consume. So after I started learning about that, I made that conscious choice because I realized that the news weren't something that was improving me in any way, because, and here's what I want to talk about today, it doesn't matter what is happening outside, the only thing that we can control is ourselves. And if you don't believe me, just really, really think about it and really do it yourself. Think about it. At the end of the day, can you control what is happening in the world? Can you change anything outside of yourself? You can influence things, yes. You can influence people, yes. You can help people, yes. You cannot change people, and you cannot change external things if, for example, those people don't want to change. And here's the thing. When we start wasting, and I know that wasting might be a strong word, but when we start wasting our energy on those external things that we cannot change, we are missing the opportunity to use that energy to improve ourselves in a way that we can have a positive influence in the world. This is what I mean, and I know it might sound a little bit abstract, but think about it this way. If you are not centered, grounded in yourself, if you are not sure about your values, about what are the things that you want out of life, what are the things that you don't want out of life, and I'm not even talking about opinion, about like political opinion on those things. I'm not even talking about that. I'm talking about your values, the things that are important to you, what actually matters to you. If you're not even clear on that, focusing on the external things will only aggravate that inner issue. When you're able to focus that energy on yourself, on getting to know yourself better, if that's your starting point, in working on your triggers, in working on the things that you want to improve about yourself, in putting your grain of sand in making this world a better place. How you do it? You start with yourself. You start with your values. You start with your own education. You start by realizing that the power lies within you. The power lies in you being present, in you putting your energy, your time, and your resources on things that matter. Because that will be the thing that gets the biggest ripple effect. When you are like a good person, someone who cares about others, and I know if you're listening to this, you probably are. You're someone who cares about others, who is an empath, who wants everyone to be happy. And yes, we want everyone to be happy. But here's the thing, when you take that as your responsibility, you are in for a really rough time. Because again, you cannot change external things. But what you can do, and what I actually encourage you to do, it's to be a source of light in this world. It's to be a source of inspiration, if you want. It's to be someone who lives a life so unapologetically yours that people feel light up and inspired by your story of overcoming difficulties, of always looking at the bright side, of being the person that says, I know I can improve that, instead of being the person that says, that's just who I am. To inspire others by your behavior. That's one of the most powerful ways that we can actually have a positive impact in the world. Being our best selves. Doing the things that we believe are good for ourselves and for others. Being there, being present for yourself first, and then for your family, for your friends, for your community, for whoever you can be of help, whoever is around you. That's where the power lies, in these like tricky and chaotic times. Because it's really easy to get sucked into the negative news and to just stay all day watching all the horrible things that are happening. That's the easy part. Anyone can do that. But not anyone can or will be able or have the willingness to do something for themselves. To say, hey, I'm gonna take my privilege and I'm gonna be a better person. I know what are my values and I'm gonna work on them. And I'm gonna work on making my world, my own inner world better, because I know that's the easiest path to making a real impact in the outer world, to influence the outer world for the better. But if you are not grounded in yourself, if everything inside of you feels like a mess, then it's really hard to be a positive influence. It's really hard to be there for others if you're not able to be there for yourself first. This is where all the self-love, all the mindset work, all the inner work, all those things that people keep talking and talking and talking all over the internet, and that I keep talking and talking and talking, has so much relevance. It's so crucial. Because in a world that seems like it's getting out of control, you have your chance to focus on the things that you can actually control. You can focus on your thoughts, on your feelings, on the way that you act, on the way that you react to things. You can focus on that. You can use those things as a positive force in the world. You can speak love to the world. You can speak words of encouragement. You can speak words of positivity, of good times, of joy, of unity. You have the power to do that. And that's literally where the power lies. That's how you start a ripple effect of positivity and of good influence in a world that is hurting so much. We don't need more people glued to the news and complaining about how everything sucks right now. We definitely don't need more of that. We need people who stand up, who inspire us, who light us up with their stories, with the way that they show up for themselves first and then for the world. That's what we need the most right now. So if you are feeling like everything is out of control, the only way to get back to calm, to center, is to get back to yourself. It's to really focus on all the good things that are in your life right now, and to focus all your efforts, all your energy, all your time in making yourself the best version that you can be. So then you can go out there and influence and put your grain of sand in this messy, chaotic world that we're all living in. I hope this message found you if you needed to hear it. And if you are new around here, my name is Candela. I'm a self-love mindset coach, and I am here to inspire you, to make you think, to tell you stories about how you can build a life that feels good for you and that makes you happy, so then you can be this positive force everywhere you go. See you around.